G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. How are we all doing on this lovely sunny afternoon? It's going to rain later, so I hope that when I finish work I don't get, absolutely pelted with rain. So that'll be a fun thing to look forward to. But g'day ladies and gents, welcome to the channel. How are we all doing? My name is Nathan. I make videos on motorcycles and such, sometimes some other things, but usually motorbikes. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. Today's video, ladies and gents, is talk about something that might surprise you, and that's motorbikes. And that's, motorcycling is more than just a hobby or a form of commuting or a vehicle, you know what I mean? For most of us at least. Some of us it's a necessity, depending on which country you're in as well. Some people need to use a bike to get around because cars are either too expensive and an extreme luxury, or the traffic is just horrendous. But for most of us, motorcycling is more than just that. It's not just a hobby, it's our form of escape. It's our form of getting, our little piece in this loud, annoying world. Does that sound cliche? I hope it does. It's supposed to. Yeah, man, for a lot of us, motorcycles aren't just our way of getting around to and from. Sure, we might choose to use it as our main form of commuting, but I can assure you commuting on a bike is infinitely better than in a car, because even though it's still commuting in the pure form sense of the word, it still gives you that little bit of peace before you get back into your, life and responsibilities and all that. And I don't know about you guys, but a motorcycle for me makes a bad day a little bit better, no matter how annoying it is. I've been in a real bad mood and still choosing to go out on the motorbike after I've calmed down enough to where I don't feel like I'm going to make a stupid decision on said motorbike. It just makes it that little bit better, because although that your day might be horrible, the motorcycle is that one little thing you can look forward to most of the time. So I think having the motorbike definitely helps keep the mentals a little bit more sane. They're not the be-all end-all cure for a bad day or a sad day or a depressive state of day, but sometimes it's just that little bit of extra that you just need. Because whether it's just sitting idling at the lights listening to your exhaust, penning it down the freeway, getting down a back road where you can have a little bit of leaning, especially if you have a good little bit of roads on the way to work, it's just something you can enjoy before the monotony of life gets in the way, you know what I mean? So I enjoy riding to work, even though the road typically stays the same. I do try and change the way home I go. As you can see in multiple videos, I take different ways home just so I can get a different background for the video, because taking the same path to and from work every day, if I'm going to film the same path every single day, it's going to get a little stale. Yeah, I know. I try and keep it. I have like 3 main routes I can take, and then I try and change it to another one or modify it just a little bit so it's a little bit different, you know what I mean? Don't want the same route every single time, but I try and do a little bit of difference. But the freedom to do that, because in a car you're never really going to be changing your route. You're always going to be looking for the fast way home so you get home. But on a bike, I find myself looking for, sometimes, not every time, but sometimes I just go out of my way to take a little bit of a longer way home. Why? Because it's more time on the motorbike. Now, as you know, I've had my bike for nearly 4 years now. I've done 30,000 kilometers on it, which by the extremes is not a shite load, but by the average, that's way above average for motorcycle kilometers. Because a lot of people just don't use their bikes that much, which is a damn shame, because there's something that should be enjoyed. Now, I've been informed by one of you lovely people that I should get some isopropyl alcohol and wipe down my brake rotors, and maybe that'll stop that squeaking. I'll give it a crack. Will it solve it? I don't know, but we shall see, because anything to help right now, anything and everything that I can do to help right now, I will take. Also, that intersection's so weird. They always wait from the turning lane when the light's red. Like, brother, you can go through that intersection. That's why the lights change and stuff. I know it's for the turning lane, but that doesn't mean they can't turn out either. Now listen to the squeak. It's so loud. But yeah, man, motorcycles are they become a certain way of your lifestyle. They don't just become your vehicle, they become a part of you in a sense. Like, there's a lovely MT I'm thinking over there. But you meet some wonderful people on the bikes. Now, even the scary looking bikers tend to be some of the nicest looking people. Like, even last bike meet, not saying they were scary, this is a little bit off topic now, but like even last bike meet I went up, there's blokes I made mates with last time I went there, and then I went there again, and then they called out saying there's good old Sargy Wombat, because they have another mate in their group called Wombat, and I was like, scarred on, mate. But you meet some fun people with the motorcycles. Now, you might end up doing bike meets, making friends. You might go on group rides, making friends there. Or you might be a solo person, but it all depends on what you're looking for in the bikes and what kind of enjoyment you're looking to get out of said vehicle. Because you don't need to ride with people or by yourself to enjoy them. Motorcycles are fun regardless, unless something badly happens, but having a thing that has got the risk makes it that much more enjoyable, because although it might not happen to you in your entire lifetime, and I hope it doesn't, just knowing the fact that there's a risk adds that little bit of spice to the hobby, you know what I mean? It's like people don't do skydiving just because you can jump out of a plane. If your adrenaline didn't spike while skydiving, no one would probably do it, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not as enjoyable. Whereas motorcycles, you might not get the adrenaline all the time. You certainly do the first few times you ride, but once you've got sort of used to it all, that adrenaline spike sort of fades, but you still get those spicy moments which just make you feel alive, you know? And for me, that's enough to keep me in it forever. Now, motorcycles, I never thought would be this enticing to me. I always liked them. I always knew I'd get one, but it was a different thing from getting it to how I'm actually experiencing it. So like I said, you don't know until you get into it, unless you have family members who ride as well and you've pillioned up with them. When you're on a motorbike, it sounds so simple and stupid. Oh, it's just a bike, man, relax, yeah? You're like, I get that way of thinking, but until you do it, and you do it for a little while, you just don't understand. It's just peaceful. It helps keep the mind calm, it helps make the day that little bit better. It just makes everything in life better just that little bit more. What in tarnation am I witnessing in front of me? And for me personally, I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of bikes in my life. The bikes are gonna change, that's for sure, but they're just something that I look forward to all the time. And because I post YouTube every day, I ride more than I would have otherwise ridden, and I'm not upset about it. Because I force myself to ride every day now, but I don't hate it, you know what I mean? I love the fact that I ride every day. Now, obviously, in the next few days, it's going to be pissing down with rain, so I'm going to have to get creative again with videos. But you guys seem to enjoy those little should you buy videos and the pure sound background with my voiceover stuff. So I'm probably going to do a few more of them. The motorcycles have become such an integral part of my life now, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm loving it. So I would advise every one of you and implore you all to just, if you have your motorbike, use it more. Love it, man. Love it whilst you have it. Because I know too many people who just buy a bike and sit on them and don't touch them and then miss out on all this goodness. Now, it's like my mate, he doesn't ride his bikes anymore because they're in the middle of nowhere, and he always goes, yeah, I kind of miss it. I'm like, yeah, you're damn right. It's been like 2 years since I've ridden properly with good old Huey boy, and lo and behold, he's missing out on all this good riding, man. Whereas I'm out here doing the Lord's work every day. And I really hope, like I said, it doesn't rain later, because I will ride in the rain, don't you worry. It actually, if it does rain, I'm probably just going to film a pure sound in the rain, because rain is rain, man. It's annoying. One guy got real upset that I was complaining last video I had the rain in it. I'm like, man, forgive me. I wasn't impressed with the rain, but it's my channel, man. I'll do what I want. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, motorcycles are just one of those things that once you pick up, it's really hard to put down. They're an integral part of your life. They become an entire part of your personality. Squeak. And I assure you, it's just one of those beautiful parts of life that once you start, it's going to be really, really hard to put it down. Unless you truly, truly didn't like it. In that case, unfortunate for you guys. But, well, what are you going to do? Sometimes, man, you've got to find that bit of peace that hits you in the way that some things don't. For me, motorcycling and whatnot is that. So, like, I play guitar, as you guys have seen in some of my shorts. I play the motorbike, you know what I mean? And yes, I said that on purpose, don't you worry. I play the motorbike. I mean, listen. So yeah, I play my guitars, I ride my motorbikes. I want to build guitars as well. That'd be a fun thing to get into. But I don't have the space to do it, so I can't. Because I would absolutely film that if I had the skills. But maybe one day. But until that time comes, man, motorcycles are going to be an integral part of my day, my life, and everything that I do that keeps me sane on this goddamn space rock that's floating around the abyss. But ladies and gents, leave your comments down below and your opinions on the matter, because I love to see what you guys think about motorcycles. What's your take on the whole thing? How do you guys fight and riding? Is it your peaceful escape? Is it just a vehicle to you? What is it? Otherwise, that's all I have time for. So join the Discord, it's in the description, and take it easy, keep it cheesy. Time to love you and leave you. Let me take this corner, and then I'll say my deuces, man. Hey, you wagon, baby. But yeah, peace. Bye!